Hello everyone, welcome to the challenge once again. So last time what we did is a simple um door open and close, as you can see. So today we're gonna uh, up the game a little bit more. So let me delete these all. Let's leave it as it is. I'm gonna add a add timeline. And double click and open this one. I'm gonna go over here, add a float value, key over here. Let's select this one, and the value gonna be -90, and now gonna be 0, time gonna be 0, and its time gonna be almost 3 seconds. Okay, cool. And let me grab both of theirs and right click here, auto to smooth the animation. What animation? Smooth out door animation. And I'm gonna hook this one from play from start, and let's go over here. Now we have this new track. This new track comes after you add this new track over here. You can rename as, let me rename this one quickly. Let's call it anim for now. Go back to event graph. Now you can see there is a change in the name. Let's go to the, I need to break it. Let me get my door here. Let's get shift relative rotation. Yeah, we have a rotation over here, and let me go here, click. I'm gonna change them to one, and since we need to rotation door to rotate only on z-axis, so what I did, I simply select this one and right click this one and split stroke pin. This way we have three different axes. So I'm gonna hook the timeline, this credit pin to Y only, I mean sorry, G only. And then let's select this update, and let's go to the B, reverse from end. So leave this as it is, rest of those, and let's hit play. And let's check this out. So I'm gonna press E key, and now you can see it's opening smoothly. And you can also see it's closing. I think the door open and close is a little bit slow. I wanna increase its timeline, so let me select this one, maybe just put in on 1 second. Have a quick look. Let's nip E. So now you can see it opens fairly quickly. And also you can see that this is keep opening from the start, it's not closing. So I think the issue coming with despite the animation is done within a 1 second of timeline, there is still like 2, 3, 4 and 5 seconds. So even though the animation, the graph itself is just at 1 second, I think it's still reading other empty sections as well. Its length to where our animation actually ends. And let's compile that one. Have a quick look. If I press E, opens, and if I press E, opens, close. Yeah, now it works. E button and it opens like I just passed through. I want this drawer to maybe automatically close once I like went through. How to do that? So let's say if I press this one, play from the start and wait. a delay node and maybe 2 seconds delay. Let me get back here. Let's hook this one to over here. Let's wait 2 seconds and reverse from the end. Will this work? I have no idea. This opens, and if I move forward, wait for 2 seconds, and it closes. Oh, okay, it does work. The door. So let's say if I press E and I'm still standing here, and yep, it doesn't close, which is nice. So, but if I move away, wait 2 seconds, and it closes. Nice. So let's say if I wanna, rather than rotate, let's say I have some sort of a door that's, do instead of rotate, it does like slides sideways to open up. So let's see, how can I do that? Go over here, rather than rotation over here, what I'm gonna relative location. Okay, I think it's called a relative location. I don't think I need to do that. Maybe if I just do that, and I need in Y, right? So before I do this, I need to understand there is already a value uh, that's existed on this one, which is this. So I think I need to add this one, which is let's say 43. Let me drag this one over here. Let's say I want it to be 140 to this side, 140, right? Think I need to go here, give this a value like 140. uh, huh? Go to event, go to this one, hook with this one, this one. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. So it's already open. I think one way is to give this self a default value. Default value of this one is gonna be at like what, 40, like we said. No, 45. Okay, so this is gonna be our default value that we made changes in order to sit right in between the frames. So let me go quickly here. This is gonna be I'm sorry, what was that? 45, right? So 45 is gonna be the frame. Let's compile that. Let's hit play. I think it should work. Okay, it's sitting right where we want it. If I press E again, ah, it opens. If I move away, since we haven't done much, and it goes back. Yay! Hell yeah, it's working. Nice. And if I press E again, what happens? So we haven't set up that. If I press E again, I haven't set up anything for that. So um, let's go a little bit complicated. Let's have that flip-flop, and let's continue with this one, right? So I want A to start from probably to from here. If gonna take both of those. Okay, so the wire looks a little bit messy. Let's fix the wire. If basically go to this wire, double click this one, we'll get something like this to manage our wires. Booyah, booyah, booyah. So what am I trying to do? So I'm trying to have a key. Like if I press E, the door opens. That's that okay, that's fine. And if I press E again, the door closes. But if I step away from the door while the door is still open, then I want it to be closed as well. If I press close and if I went away, let's say it's closed, right? I went away. Okay, there is a problem. If I give it a state, an option to choose if door is open, then go ahead, close the door. If door is closed, then do nothing. Then it should fix the problem. I think it should fix the problem. Maybe do I need a variable? Yeah, I think I need a variable. let me write a door is open. That's gonna be our boolean, and compile this one, and this is gonna be a true. Okay, so let me set this one off. Let me do that, and play from start. So if I press E, doors gonna be open, right? True. Yes, true. And if I press E again, the door will be now closed. This is fine. So uh, before this delay, I want to make sure that uh, branch, I'm gonna take let's get this one, skip a little bit please. Let's get this one here. So if door is open, true, then only it triggers reverse from the in. Close the door. If it's false, then basically do nothing. So let's give it a quick try. Let's see if I press E, it's open. So if I press E again, it's closed, which is working fine. Now, what I want is if I move away, it'll close. Nice. And the issue we were facing earlier is if door is closed, and if we move away from the door, then the door actually opens and then closes. So we're trying to fix that. So let's say if I, okay, there's some another problem. So let's say the door is closed now, I'm walking away, and I don't want door to open and close again. I know who it seems working. This is great. So you can see why this flicker. I'm pressing E multiple times, quickly, and what's happening here is basically let's say if I press again and the door is closing, right? So if I press E again before the animation actually completed, so what it automatically does is go ahead, execute the next logic, which is close the door, vice versa, and so we now solve this issue as well. You just once you have this timeline, it already goes and sit here. Drag this one, get it, and it's playing. And you'll have this one and branch out, right? And let's go over here, and I'm gonna set is before over here. Let me set here, let me press, I'm gonna go. So if it's a true, then definitely do nothing. If it's false, then go ahead, uh, play the animation, good to go. So if I go here, now if I go and select this one, see, now it's working just greatly. Now it's no longer doing that quick snap thing. uh, Wait, did that happen? Yeah, okay, it's fine. And I'm gonna go here, it shuts down again. If I stand here and go away, it should open. Okay, it opened. So now we have another issue over here. Or instead of doing this, how would I do this? Yes, now the door will set to the false and do the thing. Yeah, if a door is open, then it goes to the close. and now door is closed, which is false. So if I go drag out and come here, hell yeah, boy! It's working now. Yep, yep. Woohoo! I'm fucking genius, man. Let's go through our recap a little quickly. So what we did here is basically we added a timeline to smooth out the animation of the door opening closes. So previously the door basically snapped to the open and snapped to the close. Now thanks to timeline, we added a timeline which basically uh, slowly increase the value from closed door to open door. So it's like now there is a smooth animation, door opens smoothly and closes smoothly. And similarly, what I did is I also add this extra bit of work, extra bit of logic. So this over here, this logic is basically the character. Once character go away from the door, so the door basically goes automatically closed. So yes, there is a function that player himself is also can press the button and open it and press again and close it. But let's say player doesn't really let's say player basically opens the door and goes away, keep going, move forwarding without closing, then the doors will automatically close, which is good. Also we added this is playing timeline so it's basically is playing is checking whether the animation is ongoing or not. If animation is ongoing, then it basically prevents from player to immediately push the logic to close the door or push the logic to open the door. So this basically blocks player being able to spam the key, right? So until one of the animation, either closing door or opening door is end, then only the another one can take place. Another logic, another closing, either opening cannot take place. So this is basically blocking spamming. And we have the another problem. Let's say if I move away from the character, and after I have added a 2 second delay, after 2 seconds the door basically supposed to close on each one. So let's say let's say player actually walks away by closing the door, not letting it as open, but play closing the door. Then what am I trying to do is a boolean, using a boolean I'm telling that the door is already closed, you do not have to close it again. So this boolean is basically to prevent the door which is already closed to somehow go open and then go come back to the closing state. So that's it. This is a little bit complicated blueprint. Yes, I used help from ChatGPT to understand this is playing node, and I think it's a pretty good success. And did a lot of experiment here. Did some mistakes, but hey, I think it's a good. I think this is where we'll stop. Next, we'll do some other stuff. Alright, guys, thanks.